The Pixel 2 XL is the sequel to the very popular Pixel phone, the very first phone marketed as being made by Google. And while the original Pixel got a lot of attention, the Pixel 2 XL is getting even more attention, but maybe not for the right reasons. So, is the Pixel 2 XL a phone that you should even consider buying? Let's talk about it in my Pixel 2 review. Google packed the Pixel 2 XL with the latest and greatest of just about everything. Snapdragon 835, 4 gigs of RAM, IP67 water resistance, and a 6-inch LG-made OLED display, but more on that later. It's also got an all-aluminum design that's only slightly larger than the first-gen Pixel XL. It's not only a remarkable feat of technical engineering, but I think it's also pretty great looking too. Your mileage may vary. Let's talk about this display. I could show you histograms of colors or Google's official statement on all things related to the LG-made panel, but instead, I'll just say this. I've not had any of the issues that other people have reported. Maybe my panel is one of the good ones, or maybe I just don't use my phone at the lowest brightness setting in a really dark room. Either way, the only real beef I have with this panel is the way that the colors are tuned. The panel does appear dull compared to an ordinary OLED display, and Google has said they wanted it that way. Sure. Other than that, for me, daily use is fine. Text is sharp, it's easy to see indoors and outdoors, and Google has said they're going to add an option to open up the color gamut even further. As for burn-in, while I've not had that either, Google indicated they would address it in an upcoming security patch. I do try to do some things to help combat it on my own though. I'm fine with the 50% standard brightness with adaptive lighting, and flip the colors by using the Google Now feed often, which inverts the nav bar to gray, as well as use the immersive mode in apps like Google Photos to view pictures full screen, to not only hide the nav bar, but also check for burn-in. So far, nothing, and I hope to keep it that way. As with the original Pixel, performance is an area where the Pixel 2 XL really stands out. The Snapdragon 835 and 4 GB of RAM are more than enough to push Android 8.0 Oreo to its most fun and fluid. Animations are crisp, and the app drawer loads all your apps quickly, and there's even a fun little bounce effect at the top and bottom. Moving between home screens is effortless and natural, and even the Google Now feed is very responsive. Even having multiple apps open is not a big deal to the Pixel 2. Scrolling is smooth with no jank, apps still load quickly, and getting around the home screen to find them is a snap. Looking at the back of the Pixel 2 XL, you might be surprised to see only one camera lens, but you shouldn't be, because what Google can do with that single lens is nothing short of amazing. Featuring a 12 megapixel sensor with an f1.8 aperture and both OIS and EIS might make this the best mobile smartphone camera. Both Google and DxOMark certainly seem to think so. But take a look at the samples and tell me what you think in the comments below. I'd say Google's got themselves another winning camera. For most people, the Pixel 2 XL's battery is going to get you through the average day without breaking a sweat. My use typically includes both music and video streaming, a bunch of texts, and about 80% of the time I'm on LTE. You can see from these screenshots, I had no problem getting through a normal day with plenty of juice left in the tank. With the Pixel 2, Google is telling us to ask more of our phone. So, what are you actually getting for your $849 base starting price? If you ask me, you get pretty good hardware, great software, and the best mobile smartphone camera experience. And that's what we got last year too. But this time around, Google threw in water resistance, front-facing stereo speakers, as well as cutting down on the bezels. And controversy aside, I really enjoy using my Pixel 2 XL, and honestly, I think you will too. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in any of the information on the really cool Ringke case I've got here, I'll link it in the description below. Make sure you check us out at silicontheory.com. Follow us on social. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. You can also find the subscribe button in the upper left-hand corner that looks like our logo. Take care, and we'll talk tech soon.